Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm gonna share with you my top 10 Amazon finds for you to check out in the year 2023. All right, if you're new here, hi, I'm Claire, welcome. Come on in, make yourselves comfortable. I did a video like this last year, and I also really enjoy watching this type of video from my favorite creators, so I thought I would do it again. What I've done here is I've looked at all of the Amazon purchases I made in 2022, and I picked my top 10 things that I really love that I thought were a good value, a good find, or really like useful and helpful in my life. And so I'm going to share them with you, and I think that if you're in the market for any of these things, you need it for 2023. So I will leave links to all of these things down below to Amazon, but of course some of these things I think you could probably find in other places as well. I'm just an Amazon girl, you know, deliver it right to my door. So with that, let's get right into it. All right, the first thing I want to show you guys, it seems unnecessary, like a luxury, unnecessary item, but when I tell you, it has changed my life. My husband actually gave me the idea to get this because I am a chronically cold person. It's really bad. I'm freezing all the time. And this is a heated neck and shoulder, I don't know, blanket, pad. I have a heating pad, I have a heated blanket, and I was complaining that it just wasn't hitting the right spots on my body. And my husband Johnny was like, I bet if you looked on Amazon, you could find something for your neck and shoulders. And I did. It is so nice. And I have my heated blanket on my body. I got this on my shoulders, and I just cuddle up on my sofa. And honestly, if you're just, I don't know, a person that's cold, a person that has a neck that hurts, or upper back, or shoulders that hurt. I'm a dog groomer. I'm very physical at my job. I love this. And they have lots of options of these on Amazon. The one that I got is from the BedSure brand, BedSure heating pad for neck and shoulders, and I only paid $35 for it. It's nice and soft, and it's changed my life here in frigid Michigan, so that definitely got a spot on the top 10. All right, next has to do with travel. I went on 2 big trips in 2022, and I'm going on another one in 2023, and I could not live, you guys, without my packing cubes. And I think Packing Cubes is a name brand, but these are not. These are an Amazon dupe, and they were so cheap. The brand is called Shack Pack. Yeah, Shack Pack. And this set of 5 cubes was only $22, which is such a good deal. Look at all of these. Actually, one of them is a bag, but the bag is, I don't know where that's being stored. But if you have never packed with one of these packing bags for a trip, oh my goodness, especially if you have children, I could pack my husband and my things in one suitcase because we can so easily sort them. I found that the Shack Pack brand, the zippers are super solid. There is nothing coming loose. They've got handles. I put like all my shirts in one, and all my pants in one, and all my socks and underwear in one. And in the big one, I usually put all my dresses. And I can't believe how much more I can fit in a suitcase with the Packing Cubes. I can't believe how many trips I've been on in my life without these. I will never not use them. All right, my next thing on my list is probably the most expensive thing that I purchased on Amazon this year, but I really am obsessed with it, so I thought I would share it, and I got a new vacuum. You can definitely buy vacuums at a lot of different places. However, on, I believe it was Amazon Prime Day, I got a crazy good deal on this vacuum. It is a Shark. If you've been watching me for a long time, especially my cleaning videos, you'll know that traditionally I'm a Dyson girl. However, I was having like a lot of trouble with my last 2 Dysons. I kept having to replace them, and the motors kept dying. And I wouldn't be opposed to a Dyson in the future, but I just thought like, maybe I just need to try something else. And the one I chose, this is the Shark Anti-Allergen Pet Power Cordless Stick Vacuum. $350, although that's what it is now. I think I'm pretty sure I paid like $250 for it because it was Prime Day. So keep an eye out for the sales. I really would stand behind the Shark. So far, I mean, I know it's been less than a year that I've used it, but I prefer it to my previous Dyson. I know my previous Dyson wasn't like the top model or anything, but I love the way it's stored. You don't hang it on the wall, which I think is kind of great. There's like more options to store it. which I enjoy. And I like that it has a feature like this little trigger that you pull that gives you extra suction when you need it. And I found that to be really helpful. And so far, I think it's a little more user-friendly and better than my previous Dyson. So yeah, I would recommend it. If you are looking for something that's Dyson-like, but maybe you don't want to spring for like the $700 Dyson, try a Shark. Let me know if you are a Shark person down below, because this is kind of new territory for me. I always was like, oh, I must have a Dyson, and my Roomba, of course. Actually, I just like love a good vacuum generally. I'm just realizing this now. All right, my next one for you guys is one of the cheaper things that I got on Amazon this year, but has been a total game changer. You guys, I got a pack of air fryer liners. These are just parchment paper, which I've used in the not air fryer as well. Like, you know, when you're making a pie crust and you gotta line it and put like, you know, beans in it. This is also the perfect size. So I also use it when I'm making pie crust. But honestly, this has just changed the game on how often I have to clean my air fryer. So I actually got 100 of these, and you see I still have a ton left. Like, you know, I'm not using them like all day, every day, but 100 pack was 12 bucks. So not super expensive. And now I see there is a 5% off coupon available right now. All right, my next amazing Amazon find, you guys. These little freezing trays. Now, the sort of real version of these are called soup cubes, and they come in lots of configurations. However, these are an Amazon dupe, and the brand is iChoof. I don't really know, but of course I will link it down below. And this 2-pack was $26.99. The soup cube brand is more expensive than that, but let me tell you how much I love these. So they're silicone, but they've got like a hard like rim, so they're not like floppy. And on the inside, they have a measurement. They're each 1 cup. And on the inside, they have like a little mark for where half a cup is. So you could measure half a cup to a cup. These are so amazing if you are a meal prepper. For me, my meal prepping is all freezer prep, because like, I'm not about to like eat the same thing every day, but I do like to prepare things in advance. And obviously I don't want them to go bad in the fridge. So I'm a freezer girl like all the way. What I've especially been using them for is when I make my own tomato sauce. I've not really like gone into the world of canning quite yet because I have a chest freezer, and I just feel like that's easier for me. So I make my own tomato sauce with all of my garden tomatoes, and I just use them in the cubes, and then I just transfer them to like a big, you know, freezer bag. So I have just 1 cup portions of tomato sauce ready at all times. So if I just want to make dinner for my husband and I, or if I need like a bunch for a pan of lasagna, I can just take out the amount of cubes that I need. And I've just really found when it comes to meal prepping, these were amazing, and I use them all the time. All right, my next item for you guys is a hair care item. Now, my sister turned me on to this. This is a wax hair stick. You can find very expensive ones at Ulta and Sephora and online. However, this is an Amazon knockoff, and this was only $9.99 for the stick, and it's just wax. It's just a wax thing, and let me tell you, if you watch me, you know I got these horrible flyaways. It's really, yeah. Long story short, I had weight loss surgery, and it makes all your hair fall out, and now it's all growing back, and now I'm just a fan of flyaways. And I was like complaining about it to my sister, and she was like, girl, get a wax stick. So I did, and let me tell you, it works so much better than hairspray or gel, because it doesn't like get hard or shiny or crusty in that way. It just makes them lay down. Oh, look at that. It really is a clever, like gadgety sort of thing. So this would be, I don't know, a good stocking stuffer for someone in your life with wild hair. All right, my next thing, it might be a little bit niche, but I definitely wanted to include it because I'm obsessed with it, and that is a label maker. It's not just any label maker, you guys. It's one of the old-fashioned embossing label makers. It's not a digital one. It's not gonna print out little emojis and any font you want, because I don't want that look. I don't want it to look modern. And guys, I went on like a decanting journey this year where I'm like storing all like my lentils and my rice and my flour in jars, because, you know, as you do. And I wanted a label maker because I wanted to label it all, but I didn't want it to look, I don't know, like office-y in a way. So I went on Amazon and I found the old school label maker. It's basically like one brand makes this. It's called Dymo. Dymo Embossing Label Maker, and guys, it was only $11.59. And seriously, my jars look so cute. I'm labeling everything. It looks like vintage and cottagecore and takes all of the sort of official label lookingness out of the equation. So I don't know, if you're thinking of going on a decanting journey in 2023 and putting all your flour in jars, maybe get an old school embosser style label maker. All right, my next item for you guys is actually some amazing storage that I found this year. I am all about good, easy, solid storage solutions. And it's been a while now, over a year. If you've been watching that long, leave me a comment down below if you remember when I scored this amazing set of china at the thrift store. And even if you don't have china, generally speaking, we want to take care of our dishes that we're not using every day. And I found this incredible set of storage for dishes, and it included so many pieces. It has 6 full pieces. It includes one for dinner plates, one for dessert plates, one for salad plates, one for teacup saucers, a whole case to store teacups, and a whole case to store like large like water glasses. And it's for service for 12. So it will store even the largest collection, and I was so excited to find this. I originally thought that something like this type of storage would be really pricey, and I like wasn't interested in spending like a ton of money. But then when I looked into it, I could not believe that it was $28.99 for all of those pieces. And it's going to make sure that my pieces don't get dusty, that everything stays where it belongs, that it's not just, you know, wrapped in newspaper in a big tote somewhere. I don't have to go digging through things to try to find it. So I'm really, really happy with that. So maybe something this size might not be exactly right for whatever your collection of dishware is. I'm really happy with this brand, but you know, maybe think about storing things more nicely in 2023 when it comes to your glassware, your dishware, your china, things like that, so that we protect it for years to come. All right, you guys, my next thing is another great storage item. If you're familiar with the layout of my house, my kitchen, I don't have like a big pantry. I have just a really tiny cupboard, and I've just kind of had to use interesting spots in my house to store pantry items. And now it's like gone down into the basement. We have a little corner that we keep like extra canned goods and things we don't need like all the time, but just like things that we have, you know? I really needed a good storage solution for my cans, all of our like broth and tomato soup and all of those sorts of things that we just kind of always keep on hand, the tuna, the canned chicken, things like that. And so I went on Amazon and I found these great racks for you to store cans, and they are such a great storage solution. I can put so many more cans in this space than I could if I was just stacking them. This system that I have that has the 2 rows, they are connected. It was $40, so I mean, not the cheapest price. They did have other sort of similar options on Amazon for cheaper, but this one had really good reviews, and it was like the dimensions that I needed for my space, so that's why it worked out really well for me. But yeah, can storage makes all the difference. I can organize it from like what's gonna go bad first so that I can, you know, make sure that there isn't some like random can of beans somewhere that I'm not seeing or using or whatever. So I really, really like this storage solution for cans. All right, and my last pick made the top 10. It's actually a book. So this is one for the kids. And this book is called Bodies Are Cool by Tyler Fetter. And I had to include this because you guys, this is the coolest book. Even if you don't have kids, if there's any kids in your life, like this should be in every library, I swear. So obviously, like many other people, I grew up with tons of body image issues. I never got a lot of representation for my body anywhere. And this book is so good because it's not just like some people are fat and it's okay, and some people are thin and it's okay, some people are black and some people are white. I think there's such a binary often when we have these types of like body positivity books that's like it's okay to be big or small or black or white, but there is so many other things that a person can be, and this book has every type of body. It's not just skin color, it's not just size, it's disabilities, and I mean all, and ages, and all different things, different genders, all sorts of stuff. Like I am so here for this. So if you're a person that is trying to raise kids, to at least have like neutrality over their bodies, let alone positivity, this is an amazing thing to have in your library. It's not always super easy to talk to your kids, I think, about it. I think it's like society generally ingrains this kind of stuff into you as you grow up, learning to like hate yourself and stuff. So I think just sneaking books like this in is just a great way to just affirm that your body is fine the way it is, and all bodies look different and all bodies are good, and I just think it's great. So if there is a kid in your life that likes a good book or maybe a good gift, or maybe, I don't know, maybe your local school library needs a copy, I really, really recommend this book. I got this for a good friend of mine too. It's like my go-to like gift book now as well. So yeah, Bodies Are Cool, Tyler Fetter. It's really good. And there you go. That concludes Claire's top 10 Amazon things from 2022 that you should probably buy in 2023. Leave me a comment down below. Do you have any of these things? Were you surprised by any of these things? What was the best thing that you got on Amazon last year? I want to know, because Lord knows I already have a bunch of packages coming to my house today in this lovely first week of 2023 of stuff from Amazon, because, you know, we can't help it. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you have not subscribed already, please do that down below. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!